This is Tammera Holmes with the Propel Talk Show. Our goal is to move community forward. We are so happy to be back in the studio again, and we have a lot of amazing information for you guys tonight. One of the things that we really looking forward to talking about tonight is top jobs. So you're going to hear a lot about jobs that you probably never heard of before, how they interact and intertwine with your everyday life, and how individuals in the community, especially one young lady that we have here tonight, who's just an extraordinary woman leading the national organization into the 21st century in diversity and some amazing career opportunities. We're going to share a lot about that with you. The first thing that I want to do is to welcome you to Propel Talk Show. We are a part of Resilience Partners family, our fiscal agent. Thank you, Resilience, and founder Deidre Bates for all of the work that you do to continue to move community forward. We are have been partnering with Resilience for a very long time, and we're so proud of the work that they're doing. If you want to find out more about Resilience Partners, NFP, you can reach out to them at resiliencepartnersnfp.org. The founder is Deidre Bates, and she's awesome. We are live. That is correct. If you are seeing me now and watching me now, we are live on Channel 21, CAN TV, AT&T Uverse, Comcast, RCN, and what's the last one? Wow TV. See, this is live for real. Call in. If you have any questions, you want to make a comment, 312-738-1060. We're live in studio right now at CAN TV, and this is episode 3 of Propel Talk Show. Thank you so much. We want to share with you, again, some information about our organization. We are the Aerostar Avion Institute. Right there, and we specialize in aviation and aerospace education, but as a youth outreach organization and education organization, we are so proud to partner with other organizations in the community, and that's what this show is really about. It's about highlighting an organization that's literally propelling community forward. You can reach us at avioninstitute.org. You can find out about us by going to our website, www.avioninstitute.org. Scroll right down to the bottom, and you can sign up for our mailing list right here. It says join our mailing list for news and updates. So definitely visit us online. We keep all of our events and things up there, and the very special event that we're going to be talking to you guys about today is with our guest. So our event that we'll be having coming up is the Aviation Aerospace Career Expo. This event is going to be held on Monday, August the 27th from 3:30 to 6 p.m. at the Palmer House, Chicago. And this event is absolutely free. And if you are tuned in live right now, we are actually going to be talking with my partner in crime for this event. I would like to welcome to the show today, we have Miss Georgina Johnson with the Federal Aviation Administration and the president of the Great Lakes Region National Black Coalition of Federal Aviation Employees. Now that's a mouthful. So, Georgina, we did 1390 this morning. We've been doing a media tour.
Yes.
We are really pushing this event. We have some really big sponsors. Go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us who you are and what you do.
My name's Georgina, and I do work for the Federal Aviation Administration, and our goal is to reach out to the community, to allow the community to know that we exist and that we want our kids to have equal opportunities as far as being a pilot, air traffic controller, engineer, whatever they want to do, we want to let them know it's obtainable. So our goal is to be a beacon in this community and to allow the kids to know that you can make it, that the sky is the limit, and we are here.
Well, actually, now the sky is not the limit, right? Because we can go beyond
Absolutely.
the sky. We headed to Mars, y'all.
Yes, we are.
So we are live. Call us now, 312-738-1060 with your questions and comments. We're going to get right into the conversation today. So one of the first things I want to talk to you about and ask you about is the NBC FAE is an organization that's within an organization, right?
Correct.
So it is a communal organization of minorities or African Americans that work for the Federal Aviation Administration. What does that look like, and how is an organization like that important to the overall makeup of an organization as big as the Federal Aviation Administration?
Well, the Federal Aviation Administration has 60,000 employees. Within that 60,000, it's only 2% African American.
Wow.
So,
can you repeat that? Can you repeat that?
Within 60,000 employees all over the world, it's only at 2%. It's only 2% of African American that work for this agency. So when we're in meetings, a lot of times we're the only one that look like us.
Wow.
So our goal is, just like myself, I didn't know anything about the FAA. I was told about the FAA. I did research about the FAA, and God bless, I was allowed to get into the FAA. So my goal is to have young people know about it way further than I found out about it.
Yeah.
And a lot of kids are excited because they didn't even know we even existed. They didn't even know we were a government agency. So our goal is to encourage. We believe that a child can't be what a child can't see.
That's so true.
So we always in the community, helping out, reaching out. I bring air traffic controllers, I bring pilots, I bring engineers, we bring the aerospace doctor, the nurses, and kids have no idea.
So hold on right there.
Okay.
You're going into the top jobs. This episode is all about top jobs.
Okay.
And not just because we think our jobs are the best, because we think aviation is the best and we absolutely love our jobs. We are live on TV, Channel 21, CAN TV, Comcast, AT&T, Uverse. So call us now, 312-738-1060 with your questions. The Federal Aviation Administration is huge. 60,000 employees worldwide, 2% African American. We're not even going to talk about how many females work for the Federal Aviation.
Absolutely.
Maybe we will talk about that.
Okay.
But when you look at the grand scale of the Federal Aviation Administration, is that just FAA jobs, or how many different jobs does the FAA actually touch? Is there even a number that we could put on?
We can't, because any job that you feel that you can do is in the world of aviation. We have lawyers that represent us. We have teachers we go to Oklahoma City a lot. We go to Washington, D.C. a lot. So we have teachers that teach us on aviation. So any job that you can imagine that you want to do, you can do it in aviation.
And this is one of the things that we really try to explore with our young people and now adults. Because if you are of working age, you can apply for jobs right now with the Federal Aviation Administration. You don't have to wait to go through. You don't have to go through a program like Aerostar or come to one of the events like we have next week. But you can already be a part of a family in aviation, like you are through the opportunities that exist that are already out there. So we have a caller on the line. Caller, are you with us?
Yes, I am.
Hi, who's calling and what is your question or comment?
Hi, my name is Teresa Nichols, and I have a question for you.
Hi.
I would like to know what age group is the event for that's coming up on the 27th?
So thank you for asking. We'll share a little bit more in detail about the event. So stay tuned. Continue to watch. The ages that we're targeting for the Career Expo. I'll pull it up again. The ages that we're targeting for the Career Expo is actually going to be high school and college. We're really focusing on getting these kids in front of aviation professionals who are actually in the field doing this work every day. And they're coming to be able to give back to young people. We already have confirmed organizations like People Gas, AT&T, Aerostar, the Federal Aviation Administration with NBC, FAE. Hopefully we get Chicago Helicopter Experience out there with us. And so we really have a huge support system that'll be there engaging kids. A couple of other things that we will be doing is also resume workshops. We'll be talking about doing how to get your resume prepared for a job, and we'll also be doing some career mentoring with some human resources professionals. So if your student is in the high school to college area, age range, we really want to hear from them. But we do have another event, and that event is from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. So from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Monday, there's another event for the younger kids. And that event will be held at Atlantic Aviation Hangar at Midway Airport from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. And share a little bit about that information, because her child might be in that age range.
Yes, that event is from kindergarten to basically high school. So we're going to meet at the Alaskan building, the Atlantic building, and then Costco, thank God for Costco, they're providing the breakfast. And then once the kids get there, we're going to break them up into 4 groups. So they're going to actually meet in the hangar, and the hangar is where private jets are stored. So we're hoping that quite a few aircrafts are there, so the kids can get the opportunity to see the aircrafts. And then they will go to the tour Midway, because a lot of our children have never actually been inside the airport. So they're going to do a tour of the Midway airport. Then they're going to go to the tower. The tower is where they actually talk to the planes that are landing and getting ready to take off. So after they do the tour of the tower, they're going to go to the fire department. So what we're going to do is we're going to rotate them in different groups according to like the ages and the different help that we have. So that particular program is geared towards all ages.
Yeah. So thank you so much, caller. We hope that you are still tuning in, and we'll talk more about the event and why it's so important to be able to have this particular event where we're having it at, in the heart of downtown, with some top companies and organizations whose entire goal is to diversify the aviation industry, getting kids into jobs that they don't have a clue exist. So let me ask you this. Again, if you're just tuning in, this is Mrs. Georgina Johnson with the Federal Aviation Administration, my partner in crime for our events lineup that we have next week. And we are really, really looking forward to just impacting and changing some kids' lives through the work that we're doing. Knowing that you are a woman in what they call a STEM field or STEM industry, and that you are an African American, it's what we call a double minority. Mm-hmm. How have you continued to propel yourself and become not just socially responsible for your work ethic and what you do, but who you represent and what you represent walking into an organization like the Federal Aviation Administration every day?
Being the fact that I was given this opportunity, I believe and I know for a fact that it's my duty to let young women know, like myself, coming from the south side of Chicago, not knowing that this agency exists, that there is hope and that you can do it. And I feel that our duty is to give back, is to educate, is to promote, is to be comfortable in the skin that you're in, and being a beacon in the community when they feel that there is no hope. Yeah. And the type of environment that I'm in is predominantly white male. So automatically, a lot of them have never had an experience with an African American person, especially a female. I have heard, don't you have 5 kids? Why are you not at home raising your kids?
Wow.
We have dealt with so many different things, being a woman, being a minority, and so a lot of it, I laugh at it, and I'm like, Lord, I know I'm here for a purpose, right? Yeah. I know I'm here for a purpose, and a lot of them come back and they change their perspective because I know just as much as they know, and I'm here to work. I'm just here to do my duty because it's really all about teamwork. It's no I in teamwork. It's us, it's we. So it's important that when you get in those type of environments, yes, that you maintain your level of professionalism and you don't allow anybody to degrade you, and you regroup and reach back and encourage yourself and go to the next level.
What do you think about how You know, a lot of organizations have been talking about diversity. We need more diversity. Now we've moved towards this inclusion because I think people have really found out that diversity doesn't equal inclusion. If you have a story or a comment that you'd like to share about being an African American or female in a high profile career, we'd love to hear from you. 312-738-1060. If you have any questions or any comments, we are live right now. Channel 21 CAN TV with Resilience Partners and the Eurostar Avion Institute on the Propel Talk Show. Our host is Georgina Johnson with the Federal Aviation Administration. Call in 312-738-1060. So what you said is a mouthful.
Yes.
And I've gotten, so much racial tension and sexism, the demeaning looks of, how did you get here?
Yeah.
Like I'm not qualified, and then I have to prove, that I know what I know.
Absolutely.
And so what do you say to young girls who are already that high performing, high achieving, up front? Because one of the things that I had to learn how to do in corporate was, at first I thought I had to start dimming my light so that other people wouldn't be intimidated by me. But what I did learn is to be more assertive and not aggressive. Mm-hmm. And so what do you say to young girls now and young women that might be this millennial age group that's literally just going into the workforce? They got that dream job, they're making that money, and they are actually walking into an arena where they're going to come up against some stuff that they have not felt before.
Right.
Because they come from, when you come from where we come from, you come from a community that some parts of the community have your back, and then other parts of the community, you actually trying to survive.
Right.
That goes directly into the workforce when you go into an organization or a community that's 90% white male. So tell us what you would say to a young girl that's being introduced to an industry that's and making the money, they on the right path, but now they're working out, what that means for them as a double minority.
Also, don't be afraid. Change is good. Being the only one in the environment is good. Yes, it's uncomfortable, but what I would say to a person, be true to you. I didn't start off in the FAA in the position I am. I started off as part-time as a secretary. So God did that thing. And not only did he do it, he allowed me to be me. Because, at work, you know how I am. I'm very excitable, like, oh, how you all doing? Yeah. I love everybody. I'm real hands-on. I had to learn that a lot of people, it's not that they don't like me because of the color of my skin. They're not used to people being true to who they are. So regardless of where I go, regardless of how many meetings or if I fly all over the world, I still am true to myself. I'm still true to I love God. I'm a mother, I'm a wife. So just be true to you and know who you are. And also when things get difficult, I always go back to Jeremiah 29:11.
Yes.
God has a plan for my life.
Right.
So I always say, okay, Lord, if you got a plan for my life now, you got to help me through this, through this situation. And it's not easy. It's not easy. It's a very lonely path, being the only one, but be true to you.
We have a caller on the line. Caller, are you with us?
Hello.
Hi, what's your name and where are you calling from and what's your comment or question?
Hi, my name is Angel Black and I'm actually traveling in to Chicago and I'm wondering if you could share the website for people to register again.
Awesome. So, hi, Angel. Thank you for calling in. We're so excited that you're on your way up here and can't wait to see you. We will share the event again. To register for the Career Expo on Monday, August the 27th, you can go directly to Eventbrite and search for Aviation or Aerospace Career Expo, and it'll come right up. This event is absolutely free, but registration is required. So we want to get a good head count. So you guys really do us a favor. Go to the website to Eventbrite and register for the Aviation Career Fair. We also have the registration for the NBC FAE Aviation Day. You can find that information. We'll put it up on our social media links to get that information to you for the Aviation Day at Midway Airport. Is going to be 8 a.m. at the Atlantic Aviation Executive Aviation Hangar, and you are more than welcome to come to that event. That event is really geared towards the younger kids, and the College and Career Expo is geared towards the older kids. So thank you so much for calling in, Angel. We'll make sure we continue to share that information. Call in. We're live now, 312-738-1060. Oh, we should have asked Angel what profession was she in, and how does that, how has she been able to finagle the space. She could have chimed right into our question that we were asking.
Yes.
But I'm glad that you brought up your faith, and that's a really big part of the motivation behind the work that I do. A lot of people don't know that I'm an ordained minister, but I'm undercover because I'm in the streets, I'm in the schools, right. I'm in the airports, and I'm actually trying to use all of the tools that I learned in ministry to really meet the needs of the young people in this generation. How important is your faith in walking out everything that you're doing with regard to changing the face of aviation for the next generation?
My faith is everything. I feel that if you don't have faith, you really can't make it, because this is truly a faith walk. I count it all joy. I don't take it for granted that I am where I am today. Without faith, it's truly impossible to make it, period, not only in the workplace, in this world. So I'm not an advocate at work where I'm trying to win people to Christ. What I do is I kill them with kindness, and not only that, I don't speak ill of them. A lot of people, they have walked up to me and was like, we don't like African American people or black people,
what?
Whatever.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I mean, we have heard that, and I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. And also, I have had, to God be the glory, those same individuals come back and say, Georgina, would you pray for me? Not that I had to argue with him about, I'm not the person you saw on TV. Because I'm there to do a job. I get paid to do a job.
That's right.
So at the end of the day,
you just being a light, right?
I am. And that's what I do. I be true to him. I still speak to him, even though I have a lot of people. Good morning, everybody. Half of the office still don't speak. But it's cool. It's okay. To God be the glory. I keep it moving. And true enough, you keep on. You break them down, and they become your friends. And you start working with them on different projects. And they see that you're about the business and you're handling the business. And their perspective begin to change about not only me, about my people or being a woman. They're like, oh, you can pull your weight.
This is my dear friend and partner in Chicago with all things aviation and youth. She works with the Federal Aviation Administration. She's the president of the Great Lakes Region National Black Coalition of Federal Aviation Employees, which is huge. It's huge. I mean, and I'm gonna toot your horn for you, because I don't think people really know who's sitting next to me. This is Georgina Johnson, and people give it up for Georgina Johnson. But I love your spirit. I've told you that from day one. Last thing I want to talk about really quickly is just start rambling off jobs that you know of at the Federal Aviation Administration. And we all know how that could be a game changer for legacy, right, in community. When a kid or a mom or a dad gets a good job, and a federal job, a job with the feds, that changes everything for their family. Name some jobs that kids, that young people can be excited about, and even adults watching the show today can be excited about.
We have IT professionals, and I mean from completing or creating applications. We have engineers, we have mechanicals, we have mechanical engineers, they actually work on the plane. We have inspectors, so a lot of people don't know, before you get on that plane, you have people that actually go out to the plane and make sure that the engine is full, that the wing is on. You have people, right, you actually have people to inspect that plane and also make sure that the pilot is who he say he is.
Right.
They check your credentials. We have nurses, we have doctors, we have engineers, we have scientists, which I love. I love seeing the female scientists. I go downstairs to NASA and see, because all of us is in one building, to see what they're creating and everything, and they're measuring the velocity and speed of how they're going to build this runway. So
we could be on this show forever.
Yes.
But check out the information for the event. Go ahead and go online and register. This has been Georgina Johnson with the Federal Aviation Administration. My name is Tammera Home. I'm your host of the Propel Talk Show. Our goal is to move community forward. Thank you so much for being a part of our show tonight. See you next week, 6 o'clock, Channel 21.
Thank you for the opportunity.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Bye.